Hello, my loves. So in this brief video, I want to share with you 7 things that I've brought on the road with me as I've traveled from Costa Rica back to the US, the cold, wintry, dark United States, New England. So I am here for a very impromptu last-minute trip to visit family. My mom sustained an injury, and so I had a few days to pack up and head out. And so I think this is a really valuable transmission because we travel. A lot of us travel, and a question that comes up for me a lot is, how can I maintain my practice while I'm on the road? And it's what I call pack your practice. Now, I didn't start a daily embodiment practice until 2020 when my sister and I closed our yoga studio and spa and hit the road. And I had the time and the space to start cultivating embodiment practices. And it was while I was on the road. And I did that for about 3 years. And it wasn't until just recently, 2 months ago, that I actually settled down into a home. And so this is a specialty of mine, a forte of mine, and it's something I'm really passionate about. And it's something I talk a lot about with my female clients, especially this time of year with travel for the holidays. How can I maintain my practice on the road? And so I want to share with you key elements and what I brought with me. Now, this changes depending on what practices I'm cultivating at the time, but mostly you'll find a theme here, and that theme is the senses. I've realized time and time again, like the more my senses are involved, the more my yummy taste buds are involved in my skin and my sense of smell, then it's like a carrot and it lures me into my morning practice. And so I need to start my day with cacao and yummy beverages. And so I smuggled a kilo of cacao across the border. I could probably have been arrested for this, but it's worth the risk. So I took cacao because I needed high quality, organic, ceremonial cacao. And with that, I brought my ashwagandha powder, which is really healing for the adrenals and it helps move fear out of the body. And I brought my moringa powder, which is from my dear friend Julio from the Nosara Farmers Market. I put that in my cacao. And throughout the day, I sip on tulsi tea, which is another adaptogen. So I brought that and my tea holder with me as well. So we've got yummy beverages and adaptogenic herbs as one category. Sage is so valuable to me. I light sage and I light a candle. And that's my altar when I'm on the road. Sage and a candle is my altar. Right? Candle is like calling spirit, calling the soul forth. And sage helps me clear my energy in the morning, at night, before I go to bed, especially here. I'm going to like malls and Walmart and grocery stores and bright lighting and frequencies that I wouldn't necessarily choose to be a part of. And so I protect myself before and cleanse myself after. Another part of my morning ritual is body brushing. So I found this really simple, thin loofah. It doesn't take up much space. So in the morning, I wake up, I make my elixir, I light some sage, light my candle, and do my body brushing. Then I'll do my exercise. So that might be a self-guided Kundalini practice. It might be a booty yoga class, all from my laptop. And then a book. Always a book. I always have a few audibles as well. I brought quite a few books with me on this journey, and my journal, which, yes, I drew a photo of a yoni on there. I drew a prayer on there that I whisper into my morning cacao and get my daily pages in, reflection. And the last piece is my jade egg. I brought my jade egg for this trip because I'm in a portal of deep practice of self-pleasure. And some of these may change, but for the most part, body brushing, journaling in a book, yummy elixirs to set me up for nourishing morning, candle and sage, and I'm good. I'm good. And then the last piece I'll add to this, which is so valuable, is compassion. Compassion. Because I have not practiced every day. I have my tools, but sometimes skipped the morning elixir and gone for that Keurig coffee because it's like nostalgic, right? So compassion and leniency and fluidity are also a really valuable part of packing your practice. So those are the 7 things I brought with me this trip. I'd love to hear a comment below. What is something you don't leave home without if you're traveling and want to stay embodied? Sending love.